Hi everyone, this is Scott Fong, President and Founder of SIF Investment Services. Now, if you own rental property here in the Bay Area, whether it be a single family home, an apartment building, a mixed use building, or even raw land, you've owned it for at least 8 to 10 years, and you want to increase your rental income, you should listen to this video.
Scott, tell me a little bit about how do you help your clients be proactive versus reactive, right? Everybody these days, we typically react when something happens. A year before retirement, I got married. That's when things change. I buy a property, I sell a home, whatever it might be. But how do you help your clients be more proactive and look ahead and be less reactive?
The great thing about, what I enjoy working in my business over the last 20 plus years is being proactive with investors or homeowners. And what I mean by that is they don't come to us and say, hey, I heard about, we want to sell, we want to buy. Where that is your typical transaction, whether it's investment property or buying a home or selling a home, that's your typical reactive transaction where the consumer works with the agent, the realtor, to do that transaction buy or sell. Where we differ is, which is really fun, is we get referred usually probably 80% from strategic partners, CPAs, attorneys, financial planners, 1031 intermediaries, where they'll say, hey, you should chat with SIF, and they'll look at your property. They'll look at your home. There's special rules that you could trade your primary residence and defer the gains. Or your typical exchange is, hey, they'll take a look at your 4-unit property in San Francisco and take a look and see, does it make sense for you to do anything? So when we're proactive, we get referred these clients that they have no inkling to do anything. They weren't planning to do anything, but they've had these properties for, say, 7, 10 plus years, whether it's a home or investment property. And then we get to kind of be, wow, did you know you're doing well? That's great, keep it. Or, which is a large percentage of Bay Area owners here who own property, hey, by the way, we can increase your income 50%. No lie, 50% or more. And then they'll say, really? Well, these owners of rental properties didn't really know all their options, right? So we're being proactive because we were referred by trusted advisors, different strategic partners, and these owners, investors didn't really want to do anything. They're fine. They probably have a very low mortgage. They're getting pretty decent cash flow. They're not hurting for cash. But then when they realize their $2 million property, we can make $50,000 more a year. I don't want to say, wow, because it's not because they're not smart. They just didn't know their options. So by being proactive, it's really fun because you uncover solutions. And maybe there are problems because maybe they would love to go on more vacations. Maybe they would not have to worry about their retirement if they're retired, about do they have enough more money to survive to age 90. But now that we can increase their income or given those options, they don't have to do anything. They could still keep their property. So that's how we work proactively. It's really fun because we get to meet the clients when they're not in a panic state, when they're ready to sell or to buy. We just get to look at their portfolio of 1 property or 10 properties and say, yeah, you're doing well, or we can increase your income significantly. And the great thing, because real estate is so inefficient, because it's mostly done so transactionally between the consumer saying, I want to sell because I got in financial problems. I got to sell because I'm getting a divorce, or I want to sell because I can't deal with tenants. If this is investment property, we get to come and say, you're doing great. But did you know you can increase your income from 80,000 to 130? Wow, that's fun because they didn't expect that. So that's how we get to work proactively through our partners, or we get referred from our clients who their friends or colleagues have rental properties. So if you own a highly appreciated property, whether that's your primary residence or an investment property, and that investment property could be, single family home, apartment building, commercial property. If you own these types of properties in the Bay Area, let us look at those properties and we can give you a complimentary consultation on how well they're performing, how well the cash flow is, how much equity you have in your property. We can give you analysis of how much they're worth. Obviously, you know what you paid for it, but we can give you a picture of, is it working? Are your properties working well for you? Does it make sense for you to keep them, hold them, refinance them, or do a 1031 exchange? Can we help you exchange into other properties that can help you retire sooner or richer? So we can give you a complimentary consultation, 30-minute consultation on your property or properties. We're not realtors, we're purely consultants, fee-based since 2002. There's no obligation, we just want to make sure that you're getting the best out of your properties.